What in the world? Is this cosplay? Is this costume?
No, this is my
game time.
You're traveling again tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to Singapore.
Again? How many days?
Just one.
So you'll be back tomorrow. How do you do this?
Just traveling for one day and coming back the same day.
I've been in the cosplay community for a long time.
We're going to Tokyo, Hollywood, LA, Singapore, Amsterdam, Sydney, Mexico, Thailand.
You're my love.
Are you serious?
Alodia
Welcome to my world.
I don't know if I've been living under a rock or I'm just oblivious to the world around me, but up until just a couple years ago, I knew nothing about cosplay. In fact, I'd never even heard of it.
I feel like a child first time at Disneyland. Everything's just so new to me.
It wasn't until I met my current girlfriend, who happens to be one of the biggest cosplayers on the planet. A huge name on the digital space, amassing over
7 million followers.
a prominent figure in the gaming world, a successful entrepreneur, and a highly prosperous individual. Now, where and how did all of this begin? Through dressing up in costumes and joining contests. One of the most beautiful things about the era that we live in today is that with the internet, we have accessibility to worldwide connections, and you can make a career out of almost anything. For today's story, we fly halfway across the world to witness how an unlikely and shy individual was able to essentially make a career out of dressing up and leverage this hobby to express your creativity, build a business, but most importantly, inspire millions across the world. Isa sa mga nakakapagod na trips sa buong buhay ko. I mean, I can think of nag-solo travel ako all across Southeast Asia for 2 months. Gotta make the best of it. Let's go. Nag-road trip ako through the Sierra Nevada mountains in a snowstorm. Sobrang nakakatakot. Ang pinaka nakakapagod sa lahat was yung trip ko 1 week in France kasama si Alodia, and just experiencing what a cosplayer has to go through and what's required from all the guests who headline these massive conventions. You know, Alodia's traveled the world, but she never really left the hotel when she goes to all these cons all over the world.
No, we're going out tonight.
What?
And di ko alam kung bakit I always asked her why.
You can do it, come on.
No.
Yeah, you can do it.
Alright, stop moving.
Hanggang pumunta ko sa isang convention with her, and
It's so good to finally see you in your element and like all the cosplayers and party people out here.
Welcome to my world.
once I experienced it,
Like me to YouTube Fan Fest, this is kind of like her to cosplay. It's like, this is her kingdom.
I completely understand.
Alright, we just finished the event. It's like 11 or something. I don't know, it's so late. I don't know how you guys do this, dude.
It's complete exhaustion.
Woo! Paris. It's chilly in Paris. For this particular country, we are here for Alodia.
You ready? Now, she's been living this lifestyle for what, 10, 15 years, doing this whole thing? This is all new to me, but to catch up with what's been going on and how all of this just happens and everything, and at this particular moment, it was already day 3 into our Comic-Con adventure, and I was exhausted from lack of sleep, jet lag, and at a loss of words and how to describe everything I just experienced, because everything was so new to me. I realize this entire process is really something I have to describe in detail, starting at day 1.
Let's start from the beginning.
Wow.
I am here to serve Miss Alodia this
Wow.
day. I'm the cargador and the videographer.
Wow.
As every travel vlog begins, we arrived at the airport. But when you travel with Alodia, you must take note of her industry moniker, the Cosplay Queen. And just like a queen, she's treated that way from the very moment she arrives.
Hi, hello.
This is Bulit, her personal escort who's there to ensure only the safest and stress-free experience for the entire duration of the trip. More than anything, he's there to contribute to all the fun.
Bonjour, merci. Omelette du fromage, Hermes, Louis Vuitton.
Hey, reminds me of Erwan.
Yeah.
The initial drive when arriving is always exciting because you get to drive through the city and get a glimpse of the area you're about to explore.
Luckily, our driver Nobil happened to be a vlogger himself, so he was there encouraging us to do crazy stuff and just get as wild as possible.
Oh my god, wait, we gotta go to the... Yay! Yeah. Thank you,
Welcome to
Nabil.
Paris, best beautiful city with my partner.
We out here, bro. S'il vous plaît, merci, man.
Today he will do it coming out.
Yeah,
Bienvenue à
with the
Paris
homie.
avec mon gars sûr. Alodia elle est là. Will ils sont là. Claire, David, toute l'équipe ComicCon
Voilà,
2018.
et
Il faut être à Paris. Hein.
Straight.
One thing that these conventions put in a lot of effort is trying to make their guests feel like royalty.
Oh wow. Secret entrance.
And getting set up in a 5-star hotel is the fastest way to make you feel as comfortable as possible.
Wow, it's lovely
Set up in the Treaty of Versailles? Right, not the Treaty of Versailles, I mean the Versailles Castle.
Where are we? This is like a different world, man.
What's what I get you credit card, please?
Credit card?
Alright, let's not have any wild parties so that I still have some balance left so we can get Basilugan for Irma.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Style, baby.
We are staying here for 7 nights.
Wow.
What's one of the challenges in these conventions that people don't know about?
One of the things people don't usually know is that mahirap magsuot ng costumes, and it's also hard to take it off. My sister usually doesn't eat nor drink at all the whole day because it's hard to go to the bathroom in a costume.
So, as much as possible, we want to limit our intake of food and water.
I want to go to the toilet, but I can't. The one-piece suit is like... madaming layers. I cannot go to the toilet.
So for the entire day, cosplayers may or may not even eat or drink that much water.
Yes.
Ayoko kumain. No. I'm in spandex, guys. I cannot eat.
Because sometimes, some costumes we sew ourselves into, so it's really, you only take off your costumes once everything's done, so yeah.
So once you put the costume on, you can't take it off until the entire convention's over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paris cosplay.
Are there injuries that occur in cosplay?
Yeah, there are injuries.
So guys, nadapa ako kanina. Ayan, nasira! For sure may pasa na naman ako, but oh well, what's new?
Sometimes when we wear armor made out of rubber sheets, sometimes magkaka-blisters ka.
My ears hurt! Masakit pala yung tenga nito.
Or pag hindi pa polished yung costume, there are some pins. Sometimes natutusok kami.
There's one instance that I remember, my friend was rushed to an ER in the middle of the convention because his costume leaked. He had liquid nitrogen all over his arm, so it burned his arm because it was supposed to create smoke and stuff, but it leaked.
There was a cosplay I did where I was the Hulkbuster for a commercial. Like the...
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Plus, monthly calls and texts.
Big camp after the event?
Okay.
There was so much, I have no idea how much it weighed, but it was maybe like 50 pounds. I have no idea. Like I'm holding the whole thing all over me and it's just heavy, dude. We out here though. I think it could last like 4 or 5 minutes until I'd have to like take it off, take a breath, and then do that. And we were shooting for like 8 hours at least. So I understand, and I had like, you know, sores all over my body and stuff because it's just all on my shoulders, so
Yeah.
I can relate.
Nice cosplayer.
After getting settled in, it's usually straight to work and off to the convention. Day one is usually the most exciting as the anticipation for what's to come is at peak point.
My man, what's Gucci, bro? Good to see you.
Let's take a picture together, please.
Just like the movie industry, Hollywood, and other widespread forms of entertainment, cosplay is an international phenomenon. And though it may seem like a small niche type thing to those who aren't familiar with it, it has a massive fan base all across the world, and just as we see movie stars, there are those who idolize and view cosplayers as celebrities.
Sikat ng baby ko! Ang sikat ng baby ko!
Third yan for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Did you have time to visit Paris?
A little.
Just the arc. Just around it.
Arc de Trump.
Yeah, just that.
Look, this is New York, but when he say New York, we say Paris, okay? Okay?
All right.
Alodia, you ready?
Ready.
Like this.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Is it your first time at the ComicCon?
When you get to the convention, usually the first thing we go for is the food and coffee. You have a full day of activities and you want to be as energetic as possible. Each day is slightly different, but this day began with an autograph signing.
I'm gonna wear it this fall.
Following would be a series of talks on how someone like Alodia was able to make a career out of cosplay. Once the day's duties are done, we take the rest of our time to go around the convention and check out the array of costumes displayed across the floors.
Look, he's killing Spider-Man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
After a solid day, it's back to the hotel and then time to rest and get ready for another long day ahead.
May paparazzi ka sa labas ng hotel, ah?
Wala nag-aabang.
Bangers.
Abang sa mata.
that no one knows about?
Oh my god! Biggest secret?
It's like they become a different person. Someone who's so incredibly opposite to who they are in their day-to-day life. Characters who wore the mask would become dangerous with ultra-violent tendencies, even if this was not the wearer's original intention. Cosplay is like the mask. Alright, thank you guys for watching part 1 of the Paris series. I promise that part 2 is way more exciting, scary, creepy, sad, happy, lahat ng mga emotion. Part 1 is just the prelude, but if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments. You know, these videos take forever to make. We always appreciate the feedback when we try something new, when we do these long format, highly edited type stuff. It's something we do for fun, you know? You have to flex your creative passion every now and again. But in the meantime, if you guys just like the silly raw vlogs, my vlog channel, Will Dasovich Vlogs, uploads very frequently. You can enjoy those until part 2 comes out in the next few days. Until then, see you on the next vlog. Like this video if you like this type of content, and peace. Thanks for watching as usual.
Ready? Go.
Swipe up po para sa hottest merch in the game.